Doctor Who The Curse of Peladon, the 11th story of the third Doctor, is written by Brian Hales and starring Jon Pertwee and Katie Manning. So the title was going to be The Curse and Curse of the Peladons, but obviously got changed to The Curse of Peladon. The story did get wiped but got restored to 525 line NTSC copies returned to the BBC from Canada. Episode 3 was in very bad condition, so they report it as junk, and it was not possible to find it in a better quality. However, the NTSC tape part 3 has been found, so Ian Levine restored it. The story got released in 1972, UK miners' strike. It happens when there was a power cut. So the story begins with Dark Rainy Planet, and Torbus and Hepish are having an argument in front of King Peladon about the Curse of Agador, and later Torbus gets killed by Agador. According to Hepish, it's the spirit of Agador, the ancient curse of Peladon. So TARDIS lands at the edge of the cliff. Joe is dressed up for the night with Mike Yates. As they went out the TARDIS fell off the cliff, and it's going to be a struggle to get down there where the TARDIS is. So they went through the cliffs. Alpha Centauri gets to meet King Peladon and agreeing to accept the friendship, and Arcturus discussing about self-defense. So the Doctor and Joe goes through the tunnel and spotted an ice warrior. The tunnel set is so good for low budget. As they try to get out, they get captured by guards and taken to King Peladon. The Doctor introduced Jo as Princess Jo of TARDIS, which she does look great for the part, so Peladon welcomed her. We also have two friendly ice warriors. As they decide to go to the delegation room, we get an intense cliffhanger where the statue falls. The Doctor pushed Alpha Centauri and both of those ice warriors out the way, which is nicely done. Obviously Hepish is suspicious of the Doctor and Joe. As negotiations continued, Peladon says there's no plot and asks the Doctor to stay and help his people. So the Doctor said they will adjourn now and consider their position and left, and Peladon seemingly wanted to ask Joe out. While Hepish is worshipping Agador, the Doctor examines the electronic key that Joe found, a device that opened doors by identifying the bearer electronically. While Arcturus was getting attacked, Joe carefully went sideways on the cliffs and into the corridor and got captured by ice warriors. After being chased by Agador,
no, you can't look
Sonic gun can destroy any living creature.
and questioned her that she believed that ice warriors tried to kill Arcturus. Then she realises that they're not bad guys. After Grunt took the Doctor somewhere, the Doctor has a look at the statue and touched it, but then Hepish caught him. So after he got taken to King Peladon, Peladon apologised. He had no alternative but sentenced the Doctor to death for his crimes.
And only one punishment. Death.
Pretty intense there. The third Doctor, played by Jon Pertwee, brilliant, as always, a wonderful actor. Katie Manning as Jo Grant is a brilliant companion, and she does look great to be the princess. David Troughton, the son of Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, played King Peladon in this story, who's half human and half Peladonian, and obviously the king. David did a brilliant job just like his father. He's a great actor. He played a guard in The Enemy of the World, Private Moore in The War Games, and Professor Hobbs in Midnight. Alpha Centauri is an Alpha Centaurian who got sent to the planet Peladon, and she's voiced by Yazan Churchman, and I do like the character. I think Alpha is amusing. Apparently they had to add cape on Alpha Centauri because they noticed that character looked phallic. So yeah. Ice warriors are obviously the race from Mars, and I do love those monsters. Classic. Agador are the mammal type of species where people treated them like gods, and I thought they're pretty cool. Terry Bale voiced Arcturus are Arcturians that looks like humanoid skulls with tendrils, and I think it's a pretty cool design. Jeffrey Toone played Hepish, a high priest of Peladon. Henry Gilbert played Torbus, Chancellor of Peladon, who's killed by Agador. Alan Benyon and Sonny Coldeners played Isley and Cirque, a friendly ice warriors that got sent to Peladon. Gordon Southard played Grun, a god who's a mute and has a lot of strength. The casts did so well with their roles. Music by Dudley Simpson is fantastic as well. The sets are well done for its time and low budget. And I do love the heartbeat kind of sound effects on the fire. It's pretty fitting with the atmosphere. So after the Doctor gets the death sentence, he explained he's innocent and he tried to escape the tunnels, and King Peladon didn't know about it. Joe begs Peladon to drop that sentence, so he said there's one alternative and the Doctor has to battle in the pit, because Peladon is too powerless to save him, and his father died before they could break the traditions that binds them. Joe is surprised that first Peladon sentenced the Doctor to death and then asking her to marry him, but he wanted someone to be on his side. So the Doctor in his room testing hypnotism device, so Joe, Alpha Centauri and both Ice Warriors were worried.
Unusual to celebrate such an event with an execution.
That possibility is obviously intended to confuse us.
And Isla decided to help the Doctor because he saved his life after the statue almost fell on him. So both Ice Warriors realise that the Doctor is missing from his room, and we get a nice moment when the Doctor sings Venetian Lullaby to Agador, which is the tune of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, a Christmas song.
Aroon, 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 Aroon.
So Joe scared Agador away and the Doctor got frustrated as she didn't realise. So then Joe, King Peladon, Hepish, Alpha Centauri, Arcturus and both Ice Warriors watch the Doctor and Grunt battling each other in the pit, which is a great fight scene. So after the Doctor refuses to kill Grunt, Cirque killed Arcturus because Arcturus tried to kill the Doctor. Oh blimey. We learn that Arcturus and Hepish were behind everything, and the Doctor suggests King Peladon to replace Hepish, otherwise he will destroy everything that Peladon has worked for. While Joe, Alpha and two Ice Warriors were discussing what's happening, the Doctor and Grunt found Agador in the tunnel again. So the Doctor does the singing, so there's a fighting going on in front of Peladon.
Surrender, or the king will die!
And he gets captured by Hepish and the gods, with everyone seeing what Hepish is doing to Peladon.
It is you who will answer for your interference.
You are holding us here by force. You will answer for that.
I am not holding you.
So the Doctor came in with Agador, and Agadon killed Hepish and ran off. It's a sad moment when Peladon cried over Hepish's body, and he told the gods that the memories of that event will be wiped. So in the end, the Doctor and Joe have got the TARDIS back. Agador is really fond of the Doctor, so while he goes to lock him up, Joe has to say goodbye to King Peladon, who asked her to marry him, but Joe reveals she's not a princess and she can't stay, so King Peladon left for coronation and saying he won't give up. And he doesn't care that Joe is not a princess. So the Doctor came and they were going to go to coronation, but they see Amazonia, played by Wendy Danvers, official Earth delegate. So the Doctor and Joe sneaks back in the TARDIS. So Amazonia, Isla and Zerk watch the TARDIS disappeared with them like, what? So, that's the Curse of Peladon, and I really enjoyed this story. What did you think of this story? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks, as always, for watching, people. I'll see you all in the next video.
Aroon, 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 Aroon.